scratching their heads with the last 10 seconds as to how to respond to this Doom pick. And they just gonna pick up. It is gonna be a BZM morphling. Okay, so it's not. It's happening down bottom. A snowball. PMA dropping really low, but Whitebone might just fall first. He will. PMA gets the first blood. Chrysalis just does not have enough damage to pump out just yet. Is up top. Saxa. Again, trying to pull this wave and help out mid one, but it's about to be daytime soon, and actually, they might have enough damage the second Impalement Arts comes through. Takes out. Come back into this game. As up top, mid one could be in some trouble. And well, it does look like he's gonna fall. Apologies, he's gotta sneeze there. The Centaur War Runner will eventually drop. Chrysalis teeping in is enough to force Got the Juice back. To find the tier 1 mid though, so Tundra, they get some net worth going in the pockets of their heroes. As down bottom, looks like they're attempting for Saxa's life. He's gonna get blocked by the shots, but the Sprout keeping him alive for now. Now the snowball comes through. Actually, BZN turns into the task, and that's gonna be one kill. At least going the way of Tundra before the Night Stalker falls. Redis, he did get Saxa. Night Stalker gets level 4 on the back of that. They do get the wisdom up top. White one picks it up, and it's gonna be Got the Juice dropping here. As he a ton of levels, he's got a ton of farm. But Niku, he's made his move up top, on top of mid one, and that's gonna be the death of the Centaur. Away as up top, again making a move for the Centaur War Runner, mid one. Dropping so low, this might just be his 4th death. And yeah, he's gonna leave him for dead here on the side of Tundra. He gets taken down, Zayak. He has enough mana for a snowball and attack team. But he's gonna start with the shots, actually blocked. And now trying to walk in. Well, they're gonna get the Wheel of Wonder off on the Night Stalker at the very least. So with Got the Juice coming in, they should certainly be able to find this kill. Chrysalis should fall. And Navi Jr. just pummeling the side of Tundra. Now Whitebone all alone by himself is gonna get cleaned up. Strongman tonic on PMA helping him survive. That's gonna be mid one up top. He didn't finish the Vanguard, instead opting to go for the Blade Mail directly. Chrysalis deeping in up top. They're gonna drop the Stampede and go for Got the Juice. They get the clean up on the Doom. TP expended by, was it Zayak? Yeah, I believe it was Zayak, but a bit too late. Instead, gonna look towards bottom now, where Saxa has been blocked off by the shots. Good ball coming through from PMA as well, and that should be the death of the Night Stalker, Redis. Wrath of Nature dropped. Doesn't really connect onto anyone, though. And mid one could be in some trouble. He did get spotted out, but he has the Blade Mail Vortex out. Wheel of Wonder as well. Blade Mail not really gonna help him get the return kill. Niku Jr. bringing over any heroes to contest this. BZM making sure that he's got enough strength to not die to the shards, while down bottom, BMA actually getting caught out on the Darkseer. Blocked off by the Sprout will fall. The Doom up, they're gonna look to smoke and find someone. Who is it gonna be? It's mid one. Are they gonna drop Doom for it? Nope, just the Wheel of Wonder. And that's gonna be the death of the Centaur. Raiders getting that kill again. Really well into the Dire lineup. It just seems like they're afraid to do so because they're behind on kills. But if they had a look at the network, they probably would be more obligated to help. As Saxa survives an initiation from Zayak. Blood Grenade drop, and now Chrysalis in the vicinity, pumping out a lot of damage onto the Tusk, and it doesn't seem like the Tusk is getting any help. TP's coming in from Navi Jr., but they're not going to be in time to save Zayak. What are you going to be thinking about it? They should know that Tundra are potentially smoked up right now, and Saxa's gonna break the smoke. He's got the Dark Ascension, and with the Crippling Fear, he gets on top of the storm. They escape back, keeping him alive for now, but the follow-up started then. Good vacuum into 2. Wheel of Wonder coming through as well. Nico, he's gonna survive, gets the ball lightning out, and Tundra gonna lose the Night Stalker and the Centaur. Got the Juice, surged up on the Doom, looking for more. Whitemon tries to get the Lotus as a last-ditch effort, but now Nico comes in on the Storm Spirit with the ball lightning. That's gonna be the death of the Jakiro. 3 down for the side of Tundra. As much, the top 2 net worth are still the 2 cores, and that honestly could come back to bite at the side of Navi Jr. Saxa falling really low, getting caught out in the mid lane. Niko's gonna get the credit for that kill, and Whitemon could be next. He showed his face to drop the Macropire, but it's gonna end up being taken down here. The Tusk comes in. Mid-one's here though. The Pipe of Insight keeping the Storm alive for the time being. And Chrysalis also hammering away at the Darkseer. The Wheel of Wonder is gonna get dropped. Mid-one gets taken down. Vacuum coming through. Oh no, BZM cannot actually find the kill. They only get Ridis. He doesn't have a lot of gold. That might actually have been his Witchblade. But going back towards the bottom part of the map, Chrysalis has actually been caught out on the Nature's Prophet, and he's got no BKB, no way to survive this. He's gonna drop. And no help coming from the side of Tundra either, as Saxa looking to cut the wave in the mid lane. But Nico, all out of mana on the Storm Spirit, has the Vortex. Slows him down with the Overload attack. Zayak is in though with the punch, with the shards, and they're gonna take down Saxa. Nico does get caught, forced to pop the haste rune. Mightmon keeping an eye on these runes, and looks like Zayak is gonna go in on the Tusk, actually dropping low to the Blade Mill with the Centaur, but the Strongman Tonic gonna keep him healthy, and that is gonna be the death of mid-one on the Centaur. Would be such a waste, right? But this really is Schrodinger's doom. You don't know if you're gonna lose the game until you pop it, and well, oh wait, Nico, he's actually all out of mana. BZM trying to turn it around, but is he gonna stay alive here? Well, the Shard's a little bit off the mark. The Stampede keeps him running. The Storm Spirit going forward though, looking for the Vortex. Will be able to find it. Do they drop the Doom? They finally do. Got the juice. Able to get the kill, but now the rest of Tundra come in. Nico dropping really low on the Storm Spirit. The escape back gonna keep him alive, but not for much longer. The Macropie takes him down, and now got the juice in the Sprout. In the Macropie is finally gonna fall. PMA tried to TP up, but it's gonna get cancelled by the Night Stalker as Saxa, providing all the vision for the side of Tundra, is gonna help them clean up all of these heroes. Ridis surviving with the Strongman Tonic. PMA will be able to gate in. Please get the hell out of here. And with that, gonna smoke on the Storm Spirit. The disarm coming from Rosh, and the Shiva's got actually scouting things out. The Centaur dropping really low. Can they actually kill him? Nice vacuum wall onto 3, but no BCN. He turns into the Darkseer with an even better vacuum with the Macropire. And though he's stunned up, they're gonna be able to at least clean up the Darkseer along with the Tusk on the side of Tundra. And now Nico, all out of mana, popped his BKB, trying to run away on foot. But Saxa is on his tail with the Night Stalker, and they're gonna be able to clean up the Storm Spirit. They try. Can they find him? Waveform forward. Looks like Nico might be able to get away. They're gonna have to settle for Ridis on the Ringmaster. They saved the Storm, but it cost them the life of the position 5, and as they only leave BZM to the front to siege here, trying to take down this Raxa. Nico going in with the Vortex, but BZM gets the morph off in time. The vacuum wall coming through though. BZM dropping low, and looks like the Macropie is going to be dropped in response. Crystal is really low, will be cleaned up. The Doom drop for him, and that's going to be no Nature's Prophet, dead for 76 seconds. To the side of Tundra want to fight this. Mid-one, he's on the front lines. He's really tanking hard to bring him down, and they will finally pop the Stampede, turn towards the Storm Spirit and take him down. Zayak tries to go in on the Tusk, take down BZM, excuse me. But BZM, alive for now, counters the snowball with a snowball off his own and gets a perfect stun off with the help of the Ice Path. Nico, well, comes back on the Storm Spirit. That's going to be a buyback from him. They get the Morphling the once, they take down the Chikiro. And now BZM, does he continue fighting here on the Morphling? No, he's going to wait for him, TP out, but the punch is there from Zayak, cancelling the TP of BZM. And that should be another kill going the way of Navi Jr. as they are... Was that BM? Actually might have been some BM coming out from Navi Jr. They just... against that item. But PMA up top could be in some trouble. He did pop the Surge, Nico. Zipping away, but they will be able to find Zayak here. The Nullifier is available from well, actually, it's Thaxa on the Night Stalker. And now Nico in some trouble. He's got the BKB at the ready. Stampede's gonna come through. Saxa's gonna live with the help of the pipe, but now the Doom drop. It is on to Chrysalis, but the workhorse, it's been activated, and Mid-one is gonna try and save his ally. Got the juice, it's gonna fall first. And that's the counter of the Doom right there, folks. Centaur might have died, but he keeps the Nature's Prophet alive while Saxa cleans up the rest. Kills off the Nature's Prophet. Ridis lucky to get that escape out, and that is Nico dead for 100 seconds without buyback. Were all the kills they found into any meaningful objectives, and that's coming back to haunt them. PMA gonna go in with the vacuum wall and the water sponge. They actually clean up BZM. They get the kill on the Morphling, and now Crystal is dropping really low. He's also gonna fall. The illusions from the wall doing all the work. And that's gonna be 2 cores dead here for the side of Tundra. They do clean up 2 sets of frags, but now He's all in on the Satanic. And they're gonna make a move for him here. The Doom was trying to man up. And it seems like he's gonna be okay. The Ringmaster in the vicinity, but they're not ready to give up just yet on the side of Tundra. Got the Juice now gonna get surged up, and Saxa goes in onto the Tusk. The Nullifier is gonna bring out the Glimmer Cape. But the Vortex, it's in along with the Vacuum, although it's only on to one, and that's Crystallis. The Pipe is gonna protect the side of Team Tundra. They disengage with the Stampede, and they find Saxa over on the side of Navi Jr. But now Zayak caught it a bit too deep. He's gonna get cleaned up. Instant buyback from the Night Stalker. As BZM turns into the Tusk, he's looking to find Ridis, but the escape act is going to be there. The Ringmaster surviving for the time being, and now BZM could be in some trouble. The Vortex comes through. The Ringmaster still alive, dropping the Tape the Beast, and they get the Doom off on the Morphling, and that's going to be the Morphling dead. Got the Juice trying to stand his ground and deliver. Mid one actually pops the Workhorse, but there's nobody in it. And well, Crystal is just standing and fighting. Can he get the Doom? No, he cannot. The Doom somehow alive through it all. As well, Saxa, that was his buyback committed on the Night Stalkers. He's now going to be cleaned up, found by the Electric Vortex. And that is Saxa down for 100 seconds. One perfect vacuum into the wall, along with the Storm Spirit. And that's it. But looks like they've got the vision here on the side of Team Tundra. They will instantly take down Zayak. It's going to be the Tusk deck without buyback for 100 seconds. Got the Juice still standing his ground and fighting. Vortex comes through from Nico, but it's only on to one. They do have the center ward on him. They're able to clean him up, but Got the Juice is going to get taken down here. And now, Niku all by himself, forced to pop the BKB and run away. Team Tundra somehow pull a miracle out of this bag. They're going to be able to win up this team fight. They take down Ridis as well on the Ringmaster. 3 dead over on the side of Navi Jr. You're kind of going to need initiation if you want to get on the right target, so he's going to pick that up. But Bitwan is actually going to be spotted here first by Zayak. The Doom is going to come through. They're going to try and clear the center immediately. Dark Ascension by Saxa in response. They're trying to scout things out here, and oh my god, no, wait a second, Nico, he actually stepped too far forward. He's going to get cleaned up on the Storm Spirit. Does not get the BKB off in time. Well, looks like Tundra, they're going to try and disengage over here. BZM standing his ground and man fighting the Doom. The Doom forced to run away. Nico coming in with the buyback. Will pop the BKB for now. He's got the Refresher shot as well as Tundra choose to disengage. Saxa goes in on top of Crystallis, but Crystallis is going to get saved by the card coming in from mid one. The Workhorse along with the Hitcher Ride active. And Navi Jr., they're going to tip their hat, take their bow out, and the Doom connects. And they're going to be on the high ground here. 4-man surge up. Who are they going to find? They drop the Observer one. It's going to be Whitemon first to be cleaned up from the fight. Wheel of Wonders drop. Whitemon's down. 100 seconds. He is going to get the buyback. They also clean up the Centaur. That's going to be Centaur down. 120 seconds without buyback. Whitemon though instantly TPs in. And while all this was happening, Crystallis TPs up top. Gets the Mega Creeps. Back towards the triangle though. BZM is able to get the disengage. And now Saxa comes in with the Nullifier on top of the Darkseer. BZM, he's still got the Aegis up and available, and that's going to be the second Macropire committed by the Jakiro. Crystallis TPs in on the Nature's Prophet. They clean up the Doom. They force out the buyback. Darkseer down. The Tusk down as well. Both have buybacks, but again, Mega Creeps have been secured. BZM looking to jump in as he still has the Aegis, but he's going to get Vortex up. They're at least going to be able to clean the first life, or are they? The Snowball actually keeping BZM alive for the time being, drawing so much attention on himself. Tundra able to get the disengage on the rest of the heroes, but they might lose BZM for this. He does have buyback available on the Morphling, so all good. Not the end of the world. Tundra, he's going to back away from this. Potentially more, unless the side of Tundra want to expend a glyph, and looks like they're not going to. Not just yet. And Saxa goes in instantly, straight on top of the Doom. The Vacuum Wall is going to be there though from PMA. Crystallis pops the BKB in response. Zayak goes in with the help of the wall response. The Macropire down. And looks like Nico with the Vortex did find the Nature's Prophet, but the Hitcher Ride is there from the center. As Crystallis is just standing and delivering. They've lost Saxa, but he's got buyback, and now BZM comes in, respawning, and the Doom is going to be taken down. 120 seconds without the buyback. Forgot the Juice. And the base in shambles, the throne completely exposed. Ridis has to make his way back to try and hold on to this. And in a pretty comfortable spot. Well, Hex comes through, but again, look at the Centaur. Instantly gets the Hitcher right on a beautiful Wrath of Nature, actually connecting onto 4 with the Enticle. They find the Ice Spot of the Macropire. The Storm's dead. He's got the buyback for the time being. He is going to pop in. Vacuum coming in. Nice Vortex as well. Catches out the Centaur and the Night Stalker. They're going to be able to clean up too with the help of the Morphling Illusion. Zayak actually gets the Nature's Prophet back with the Walrus kick. PMA dropping really low though. Doesn't have the buyback on the Darkseer. He's gonna fall 120 seconds dead on the Darkseer. And it's gonna have to be Niku by himself. It's not enough. BZM cleans up the throne and that's gonna be game 1. On top of heroes very, very easily, but Clock... Zayak will have the other 3 melee creeps up. Should be able to get it under the tier 1. And PMA actually tried to go forward to get some harassment, but it's actually going to be Tusk who loses life up top. Got the juice, pop the Metamorphosis. Back down bottom, PMA gets up with the Surge. So, too happy about Saxa dying, but that's the cost of farming away in these lanes. Red is actually teeping back towards mid. BZM somewhat low on the Beastmaster. Does he actually have the Fire Spirits? They're coming up in a bit, and looks like they're going to be able to take him down. Breathe Fire does not connect onto Meek, but forces BZM to change directions. And Riddis gets the kill. And, well, Sax has actually rotated in on the Tusk. They can maybe find the DK. The Glyph is available. The tag team is going to get popped. And BZM even takes a point in the inner beast to get that damage amp going. The DK is dead, but down bottom, they do find Whitemon. And so, just going to have to be careful. Down bottom, PMA moved a bit too far forward for the dive, and Saxa TP's in on the Tusk. Gets a good block off with the eye shots. Nice 2-man vacuum by PMA, but unfortunately too little too late. Zayak tried to stand his ground and fight, but with a level 3 now found in the Tusk, the snowballs up, and he gets the kill. Riddis dives in. Unfortunately, doesn't do enough damage, so looks like Crystallis, he is... EZM should be able to get his hands on that one. Might lose his board for it, as Riddis comes in on the Phoenix. Roar committed, though, by BZM, and he's actually going to be able to clean him up. That board that was about to time out does just enough damage for him to find the kill. Still holding on to the Illusion Rune, and got the juice comes over on the Terrorblade. Whitemon TP's in with a beautiful Ice Path onto 3 though, and BZM just might be able to live. Bury the salve over by Saxa, turns around with the Wild Axes. He takes down the Clockwork and now got the juice. Walked a bit too far forward to try and kill off this Beastmaster, but he's got so many friends to work with. They claim the Phoenix. Saxa nearly manages to take down PMA. Still committing with the snowball though. Does he have the damage? PMA drops the wall to survive through this. And Saxa doesn't actually have any more mana left, but it's BZM who comes in with the haste rune and the axes to get that cleanup. And Saxa, second time he's killed himself off to the neutrals. Don't let his score fool you. BZM in the mid lane though, finding the Roar onto the Dragon Knight, and look at this, the Underlord coming in as well with the help of the Fiend's Gate. Can they clean up the Dragon Knight? The pit's gonna be there. Niku desperately trying to turn around and take down mid one, but mid one is gonna be able to find the kill, and now Crystallis TP's in with the Rupture. They're gonna be able to get the Darkseer on top of the Clockwork. 3 kills already for Team Tundra here in the early game. They do lose BZM, but my goodness, the side of Navi Jr. lose so much more, and showing this could be the death of the Dragon Knight. And well, looks like BZM, he's going to be able to close the gap with the Roar. The Fiend's Gate is going to be there as well. Macropire committed, Ice Path to follow through. It's the death of the DK. Whitemon gets the credit for that kill, and BZM closer towards his Aghanim Scepter now. In Riddis could be the one that breaks the smoke. And well, the Phoenix being led to by the Courier. His position revealed. BZM is going to be able to clean him up. And Navi Jr. again, just in a world of pain. Saxa even steals the 14-minute Wisdom Shrine. Zayak, he wanted to get that, but doesn't look like he's going to be finding it. Instead, there's a tombstone with his name on it. And a coffin delivered by BZM. Tier 1 tower to fall as well. On the DK stun, mid one. Got the Pipe of Insight, but the double damage rune found. They should be able to kill off the Underlord here. The physical damage, nothing the Underlord can do about. Sees that... Well, actually, I don't think he's... Okay, he does see that Observer ward, but scared to go in for the D ward. He knows he could potentially lose his life. Whitemon in the mid lane, though, might not be so lucky. Dive comes in from the Phoenix, but... looks like they decide against committing it. In fact, Saxa catches out Zayak with a beautiful eye shot. And there's going to be the Roar as well on top of the Darkseer. Can they clean off PMA? They are going to be able to find him, but he drops a good 4-man vacuum before he falls. They get Crystallis. At the very least, and now mid one in trouble. No armor on him. He's going to get cleaned up too. Looks like the side of Tundra overcommitting on the Darkseer with 2 ultimates expended, and now BZM in some trouble. Caught out by the stun. He is dead. Navi Jr. clap back, and that's gonna be 3 cores taken down. First item. It's down bottom, Saxa gonna be spotted by Got the Juice. And well, should be falling here on the Tusk with the Phoenix coming in. The Solar Crest is there. Saxa bites the dust. And got the up, but there's still an Aegis available. Raw committed by BZM, but it's only to disengage Fiend's Gate as well. And well, Mid-1's gonna be here with a really good, well, bit of malice. Catching out the Terrorblade. His Aegis should most certainly be taken off here. Ridis with the Sunray trying to keep him alive, but now he does not have the egg. And he's gonna get caught out. Dive forward. Will be able to get the disengage, and the TB able to move out with the help of the Demon Z. Life Path catches him out though, and Niku's here on the DK as well. Lots of things being thrown on the ground, but ultimately the only choosing not to go for any talent just yet. Zayak in good position to break the smoke. And Whitemon, does he see anyone? No, he's gonna look to plant the Observer Ward. Do they want to commit for the Clockwork? Yes, they're going to throw down the Ice Path. Snowball and Roar committed as well. They should be able to clean up the Clockwork. BZM gets the kill. Of them breaking their smokes, and Niku. Oh, he's going to be spotted here. Walrus Punch in. Feeds Gate committed as well. The Dragon Knight has got the BKB attempting to TP out, but he will fall. BZM gets the kill. If they're extremely lucky, it's going to be a super quick spawn, but that's unlikely to be the case. Phoenix actually caught out by the Ice Path in the mid lane. The Science is going to be there as well. The Solar Crest and the Fight of Insight, keeping him alive, but not long enough to get the egg through. And now a Rupture onto PMA, who's still running. He's trying to get back to his tower, drops the mech. Oh my god, he's just going to die to the Rupture. Crystallis gets himself a double kill. Zayak comes in on the Clockwork, but the hook shot only connecting onto the Tusk. The Reflection doing quite the number on Crystallis, but no follow-up damage coming through. BZM blinks in, cleans up the Clockwork. Also looking to break the smoke. Oh, well, he's gonna break Ridis' smoke, and he's gonna blink away. And an instant smoke comes out now from the side of Tundra. Crystallis pops the BKB, trying to stand toe-to-toe with the Dragon Knight. Doling out physical damage. Rupture is also committed on him, so they're gonna be able to get the reset here at the very least on the side of Navi Jr. Look towards Whitemon. Zayak with the hook shot did find 2, but again, no kills going their way. There's a double damage rune available. Finally, they get to commit the Phoenix Egg, and with that, they take down the Jakiro. And now Mid-1 also in a world of trouble. The Illusion's wailing on him as he gets taken down. And Crystallis, without the BKB, forced to TP out, but Niku, can he find the stun? Oh no, he cannot. PMA tried to go for the vacuum, but nowhere to move. But it seems like Tundra already know, because they had an Observer Board at the ready. BZM's leading the charge, and they are going to be able to find the Darkseer. Take him out, and the fight starts. Zayak does not commit the hookshot to try and stop that, and he's actually going to be losing his life. Well, no, the defensive hookshot gets him out of trouble. Niku with the BKB TP out, no way to stop that. So Tundra, they will only find the one, and the bottom lane was still being pushed here by Got the Juice, so they can't really find the tier 2. They are going to try and contest this though. They do smoke up on the side of Navi Jr., but they better be quick about it, because Roshan is dropping so low. And well, looks like the Fiend's Gate is going to come through. It's going to stop Got the Juice in his tracks. And Niku blinks in on the Dragon Knight, but the Roar is going to come out from BZM, pops the Lincoln Sphere with the help of the Force Staff, and they're going to be able to clean up the Dragon Knight. No chance for him to pop the BKB. And now the rest of Navi Jr. looking to disengage. I mean, Lotus was actually popped by Ridis, and the Hawk cancels his TP. So he's going to get cleaned up too. Crystallis with a double kill. You can just keep it going with the Wild Axes. Down bottom though, Got the Juice is threatening the tier 3, and he will at least force the Underlord to TP back down, but Zayak is here on the Clockwork. They're going to look to try and take down Mid-1, who pops the pipe, pops the Crimson. Does he have any help coming through? The TP is coming in from Saxa. Mid-1 surviving for a really long time, but eventually will fall. Saxa trying to control up the Terrorblade, while it seems like on the other part of the map, BZM did manage to clean up the supports over on the side of Navi Jr. Crystallis also chimed in, but down bottom, the Terrorblade being controlled up by the Tusk and the Jakiro. My goodness, Saxa, as well as Whitemon, doing quite the number on Got the Juice. They don't want to leave him just yet. There's a full Agram Scepter available for Saxa, and Whitemon will eventually be cleaned up, as I'm not too sure what the hell's going on. Got the Juice is going to Force-Staff forward, and we're only going to be getting rid of the Darkseer spells. The Surge, the Pipe, the Glimmer. As Whitemon Force-Staffs away. The smoke was broken over by Navi Jr. Nice pick, but actually Blink Out comes through from Niku straight in towards Saxa. Saxa with the snowball going to stay alive. And well, the Rupture has been brought onto the Clockwork, who makes it to the high ground. Egg in the backline though, and that is a good Sunray. Niku with the Pyrrhic Cloak trying to return some damage, and that egg is going to pop on 3, but again, no follow-up. Got the Juice trying to take down Crystallis on the backline, but Crystallis is gonna survive, and finally, without the BKB, Niku should fall on the Dragon Knight as Crystallis attacking from the low ground. Actually could be in some trouble, dropping really low, got the juice, able to clean up Whitemon in the meantime and take out BZM. The Terrorblade going to work, but finally they'll get the DK. Whitemon also gonna be cleaned up. And well, Tundra, a very expensive engagement for them, their way. They seem to have an idea, but they don't know about the angle. Fiend's Gate, it's gonna be on the Phoenix as well as the Terrorblade. Crystal is gonna go to work, take down the egg by himself, and well, it's gonna be the egg taken down. Redis does not have buyback. But in the back lines, BZM does find the Dragon Knight, still holding on to his BKB, will finally pop it. He's gonna be okay. Crystallis on the cleanup duty in the meantime, has managed to take down the Darkseer as he stands his ground toe-to-toe with the Terrorblade, surrounded by so many Radiant heroes. He's trying to fight, he's looking for a Sunder. Can he get it? Yes! Whitemon, well, not Whitemon actually, Mid-One gonna be sundered up, but still, it is not enough. They get the cleanup on the Terrorblade, full 5-man wipe. Team Tundra, finally getting the team fight they will look out and not having buyback. This could still be mega creeps. The Darkseer, he needs to go and he needs to make a play, but he's popped the vacuum on the Tusk, and well, Sax are just creating so much space. Finally, the Fiend's Gate is going to come through. Macropire onto 2 as well. The Dragon Knight caught out by the Pit of Malice, along with the Ice Pot, the Egg. It should be able to pop. Mid-One might fall for this as the Terrorblade comes back, but the Ice Pot keeping Mid-One alive for the time being. They get the rock on top of the Terrorblade. They take him down for the time being. And well, into the fountain they go over on the side of Tundra. Crystallis nearly committing for the dive. They're getting a little bit crazy, but the buybacks come through. The Terrorblade and the Phoenix both buying back in this one. BZM trying to get the BKB TP out. Crystal is probably not going to be so lucky as they clean up the Bloodseeker, but they got the Mega Creeps. As Niku debating whether or not to jump in. Probably going to wait for the Dragon Bomb to come back up. Nullifier dropped onto Crystallis though, and the Fiend's Gate going to be popped in response. Nullifier is being exchanged back and forth. Macropire dropped, and it's on the Terrorblade, who's managed to be kicked back. God, the Juice doesn't have BKB. The Vacuum Wall is going to be forced out at the very least. The first drop trade is on top of the Terrorblade. The Terrorblade, he followed the Rapier. He does not have buyback. He's going to get taken down as the egg is going to pop, but no kills found by Navi Jr. And now again, another Pit of Malice, another rock catching out the DK and the Clockwork. And well, GG is called. That is it. Tundra eliminate Navi Jr. out of the tournament. And that's going to be it.